Oh my goodness, you know it's gonna be good when I got my notebook out. And we're also in a unique setting because ambition is allowed to feel fun. Ambition is allowed to feel like play, hence the playground. I want to walk you through a couple key principles that have literally unlocked how I am pursuing and achieving my goals and has released the self-imposed pressure that was literally weighing me down. Because if you're watching this, you're like me and you are someone who takes your goals so seriously. There's literally nothing going to stop you from pursuing your goals, except in this case, yourself. Because you take your goals so seriously and because they matter so much to you, I want you to manifest every single one of them. I know how committed you are, and because of that, I know how much pressure you put on yourself, and I am here to share a key that you're not tapping into because I wasn't tapping into it. And that key is igniting a sense of play when in pursuit of your goals, when working on your project. Here's what I'm imagining. Because you take your goals so seriously, you are so disciplined, you power through, you keep going, you dial in, you focus, you go, you force your way through things. Which works, it does work, okay? But if you're really honest with yourself, this heaviness is starting to get to you. It's starting to weigh you down. You're starting to feel like things are a little bleak, a little hopeless from time to time, and you are tired. You just want it to work. You're so committed that nothing's going to stop you. But oh my gosh, if this heaviness could stop weighing you down, you just feel like you could do more and be more, which is why I want to offer you both the permission slip as well as the invitation. The permission slip being the fact that the pursuit of your goals and working on your goals is allowed to feel fun, is allowed to be fun. That's the permission slip. And the invitation is for you to experiment and lean into the experience of what is it like to approach my goals with a sense of play, with a sense of joy, with a sense of lightness. Because hear me loud and clear, if you're rolling your eyes right now and being like, this doesn't add up, how can you be serious about your goals and then play and have fun? Just be honest with yourself and tell me right now, is the way you're doing things achieving your goals? Like look around your environment, look at yourself. Do you have your dream life? Are you your dream version of yourself? If the answer is no, let me invite you to use this key, even if it feels silly, even if it feels frivolous. It is changing the game for me, and I think it can change the game for you. And FYI, there is real science behind this, which I want to get into, because when I understand the literal neurobiology happening in real time, it helps me understand how to play and manipulate my own mind and body in a way that serves myself, serves my goals, and serves the future that I'm building. Because when you understand that ambition is allowed to have fun, is allowed to be fun, and you're allowed to have fun, you will see that this sense of play is exactly why the top 1% have superpowers. The top 1% have unfair advantages. It's because they know how to tap into the sense of play and how to have fun in pursuit of their goals that the rest of us ignore, because we are literally programmed to think that success is hard, to think that you have to grind, you have to hustle, you have to be disciplined and miserable, and it has to just feel like dragging us and treading through mud. But I'm telling you, it gets to be both, because you know that a core universal principle I absolutely subscribe to is duality, which is two truths can be true at the same time. It's not one or the other. It's not black or white. It's in the middle. It's both. And this is what I'm inviting you to experiment with. This is what I'm inviting you to play with. So let me share some of the science now. There's 3 points that I want to make. Then I want to share and be open with how I'm applying it and kind of give you a tactic to experiment with yourself. And the science hopefully will help it make sense for you, so that when you're experimenting, when you're experiencing this in real time in pursuit of your goals and your efforts, you will start to see how it all connects. Number 1, the broaden and build theory. This is a theory in psychology that when in a state of having fun, when in a state of play, I just love them, your brain, it literally broadens the ability for you to have a larger repertoire of thought action collections. So, put simply, when you're in a state of play, you have a bigger pool, a bigger capacity to perceive thoughts and actions and connect the dots in ways you couldn't have if you were bogged down, focused, dialed in on task execution mode. Play broadens your ability to build, because you have more tools, which are thoughts and actions and a mind map of sorts, to extract from, to pull from, and to utilize. So that's number 1, the broaden and build theory. Number 2, and this one's a little bit more dense, so let me make sure I have my notes here so that I can articulate it clearly and it will make sense to you, for you. With the broaden and build theory, to build on that, I want you to understand that play is a key emotional system of the brain. Just think about children. Up until the age of about 10, all of us had this beautiful ability to just play. As a girl, to push a doll around in a little pram and pretend that I was a mom. To play Barbies for hours and pretend that my Barbies were singers and dancers and dress them up. Little boys, to play action men and chase each other. To kick a football or something and feel like you were a world champion. We all have this uninhibited ability to express joy, to feel joy, to be in joy, to have fun, and just let time pass and enjoy ourselves and have no pressure about it, because it's fun. You're just playing. And because this is a key emotional region and area and system of the brain, I want to remind you that you've just forgot. You've just forgot how to tap into it, and that's okay, because we're going to help each other remember in real time. And no matter your age, all of our brains have this ability. And when we are playing and when we are seeing joy and having fun, it releases oxytocin and endorphin. And in return, that releases cortisol, our stress hormones. And it takes us out of survival mode, which is that go, 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 the tiger's chasing us, we're under threat, we're under stress, we're focused, we're dialed in, to this state of lightness and ease and flow and juiciness, swimming in this abundant state. And when this brain chemistry is happening, it's actually activating our DMN, our default mode network, which is the region of our brain. Think of it like this. Okay, this is our DMN, default mode network. This is the region of our brain that's the garden of our creativity, the garden, okay? It's where our innovative thinking lives. It's where our higher order divergent thinking lives. And it is exactly the state of mind that is required to break through, to come up with your billion-dollar business idea, to come up with the research project that is going to make you world-class, helping your field and win you a Nobel Prize, to come up with the idea to host the most epic dinner party of the season, who you ultimately end up meeting your husband or wife at. But if you don't allow yourself to be in a state of play and have fun in pursuit of your goals, in your ambition, then you will not have this tapped in superpower to think higher order and to have divergent thinking. And this form of divergent thinking and solving mode is literally what makes you unique and you dangerous. And I don't know if you've ever read the book series or seen the movies called Divergent by, the book is by Veronica Roth. But it's just an epic book series about identity and about breaking free of the societal programmed mechanisms that have conformed us to fit in, to conform, to follow the status quo. And that's not what's going to get you to your dream self, into your dream life. Because, third point, having fun, smiling, feeling light, feeling good, being joy-filled is a state of abundance. And I don't know about you, but that's exactly what I'm working so hard for, is to be and live in a state of abundance, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, heart-led wise, all the ways, all the leaves. I want to be in a state of abundance. That's why I work so freaking hard. That's why I push myself. That's why I put so much pressure on myself. And I imagine that might be why you also do the same, because you want to squeeze the juice out of the lemon that is yourself and your life, because you want a big life. And that's freaking epic and freaking beautiful. And yet the sooner and more often you immerse yourself in a state of abundance now, not then, not when, but now, the more often you immerse yourself in a state of abundance, especially when working on your goals, whether that's sitting down at your laptop working on your creative projects, or when you're actually at work, or when you're in conversations with friends, with potential business partners, with potential love matches, and you're swimming in this state of abundance, which is activated by play and having fun, then the sooner you will ultimately get the thing you're working so hard for anyways. The sooner you're going to get the outcome that you want, the sooner that you're going to realize the goals that you are pursuing. And this is what I'm playing with in real time, because I want to manifest everything sooner, faster. I want to quantum leap. Life is short. Life is precious. I don't want to take the struggle bus, the hard road, just because I think that's what I'm supposed to do or what I should do. I don't want to dread this game called life, I want you and I both to play around with the sense of play and this concept that ambition is allowed to be fun. Because let me ask you this. What would happen if you approach your pursuits like playtime? What would happen if you evoke that sense of play and fun? How good could it get? How good could it feel? And when asking yourself these things, I hope it opens your mind to think more expansively about how you can also make the things you're doing fun. For me, it's putting on some fun tunes and kind of like dancing around a little bit, or even if I'm sitting at my laptop, my coworkers at work know that they'll literally see me just grooving at my desk because it's fun. Like, you can make it fun. Maybe it's you light a candle because you love the aesthetic of mood lighting when you're working on your projects. Maybe you put on your favorite outfit. Maybe you work with friends. You hang out at a cafe or coffee shop that you like, or a restaurant, or the freaking playground. Whatever the thing is, you can also infuse fun and play into your work. They're not separate. Even though I definitely, for a long, long time, had pursued them as separate things. As if fun was not productive, as if fun was how you would get behind. Like, if I let myself have fun, then that's not serious. That's going to push me back. That's going to slow me down. But it's literally the opposite. Literally the opposite. And the only way you're going to find out how good it could get, how good it could feel, is if you start experimenting. So I invite you to pursue and approach your pursuits, your goals, your ambition with an element and sense of play, and allow yourself to have fun while doing it. This doesn't mean you're not taking things seriously. This doesn't mean that you're not purposeful about your goals. This means that you are. This means that you want to tap into human superpower abilities to broaden your thinking, to broaden your ability to build, to enhance, increase your innate superpowers of higher order, innovative, imaginative, divergent thinking. And it all starts with you giving yourself a permission slip to have fun and inviting a sense of play. So how I'm applying it to wrap this up is in these projects that I'm working on to curate and collect ideas and frameworks for you and build a business out of this. What that is exactly, I have no idea. But I want to help you. I want to help myself. If you know, I'm also helping my mom build her business. And I realize that it gets to be fun if I let it be so. So, let me know what you experiment with in the comments, what you're still struggling with. I think we can talk it out together and really wrestle and figure out the tools that we can both use to grow and to expedite our timeline. I'm just so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you came to the playground with me. Let's have another play date soon, shall we? And until then, much love, much wealth, much happiness, and much fun and play. Right. Bye.